total fucking broadcast. Shit. I gotta change it. Can't change it now that I've started it. Okie dokie. I'll change it later. I am legitly waiting for people to come into my live stream so I can start this. What's happened to my channel? Overkick, nice. They gave me Alright, so back on the oh, there we go. Okay, you're here. Okay, cool. This game is really interesting.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Yeah, bro. All my live streams are saved. They'll all always be on my channel. Yeah, bro. All my live streams are saved. They'll always be on my channel.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
As you can see, I can control all this.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back. The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
This game's name is What Remains of Edith Finch. This is the most in-depth game that I've ever played. This has some, like, truth to it because it's an actual family.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent.
It's a weird story,
as if
man.
They're
it's like
about
a
to say
story.
Something but never do.
Yeah, it is an indie game. It's a PSN network game.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Cats always love salmon. I just seen that comment. Good comment.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Good the graphics are to this game. Like, literally, graphics are great to this game.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh, this is where the story takes a turn.
I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Wait. Let me back off. Look. We can see down her shirt.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Okay, yes, this is really cool. This is the most in-depth I've ever played a game. This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life, right here.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone. I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
She thought about eating her fish, bro.
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night.
It's kind of sad. You know where this is going,
Then I heard
right?
chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Oops.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Yeah, I'm controlling all this. Go look for a rabbit.
Rabbits.
Oh, where is it? Shit, I missed it. Oh, where's the rabbits, girl? Shit.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Oh, they put me in a weird spot this time. I waited too
A
long.
mama rabbit.
Mama rabbit. There she is. Gotcha, buddy. Oh no, I missed it. Shit, I actually missed it. That's what I did on the first play of the game. I missed it the first time.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh God. I don't know what to say about that.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Fuck. Oh. Inverted fucking controller.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
This is a weird game. Where'd that seal go? Eat the seal. Oh, now the seal's behind me. Oh, now I'm screwed. Oh, fuck. Now I'm really fucked. Oh, no. Oh, I never screwed up this bad yet. Oh, no. I don't know what I'm doing. Seal's gone. I missed him. Oh, there he is. Okay, don't lose him. Don't lose him. Come on, come on, come on. Don't lose it.
I grabbed on tight, but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Now I'm a snake, bro. Come on, what the fuck's going on? Fuck off.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, and I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't. I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Do you know what I'm coming up? Guess. Yeah, toilet. It's literally the worst fear of everybody right there.
I got closer and closer. All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
See how fast I can finish this game. It's 1 o'clock. I think I can finish it by 2. There's the cat. You see the kitty?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh, this one's easy.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Oh, well, excuse me, I didn't do that. How do I use this thing? There it is.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Oops.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
How do I get out of this room? Okay, fly, fuck off. Built 1937. Devin Finch. See, that's an Easter egg in this game.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
How do I get out of this room? Oh, right.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
I can't remember how I got out of this room the first time.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
She said something about this pink carpet the first time that I walked into this room. She didn't say it this time.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Okay, now she said it.
It was a pretty big trace. There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book. Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Oh, it's Kelvin's story.
I knew Grandpa
awesome.
Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Check it out, man. This is the first time in history
My brother said he'd die
gameplay
before
lets
he
you
ate
fucking
another
swing
mushroom.
on a swing.
And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Yeah, I'm controlling that.
Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
Pro
But
swing.
that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Did it twice.
Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not going to tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Here we go.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Take flight, boy.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
It doesn't look like I'm making it very far, but there's not that many. These stories, they go pretty quick.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again. The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Open that for later. Oh, this
Growing
girl.
up,
This is
I
a
always thought of
fucked up
Barbara as
story.
a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family.
Yeah, this is a dark story.
The surprise ending of Barbara Finch.
It's a true story, though, about some family. I don't know.
Star,
Crazy.
Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was canceled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Sorry.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Now I'm controlling this. Like, this is the most creepiest thing. And they play...
And imagine the worst.
I don't know if you can hear the music, dude. But, dude, they're literally playing, the Scream music. This is a trophy. I got this trophy already, so. Oh, maybe I have to do it. Maybe not. That ball's not going into a pocket.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Where the fuck do I go?
The old bridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
I think that's
She
totally
threw
different
him
how it
out,
worked the first time.
But she kept a little something to remember him by.
Cool.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, me again, controlling it. Smash that, smash that. Oh shit. That was too good. Right, this is Walter's room.
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barb returned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And the only was he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's got to be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
This is like so cool, man. Play a part of a comic. Yeah, actually pretty cool. Where am I supposed to go then?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Fuck, I can't remember this part. This almost looks different. Where am I supposed to go?
Hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Yeah, I control this too. Look at that. Yeah, fuck bash.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh, dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Fuck, I've only got like 4 people down. That's okay. Okay, where do I go from here? Yeah. I go in back here.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Hint, hint. I wonder what I gotta look at next.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
This is real shit. I've heard this actually before somewhere. Creepy ass game. Game that nobody should ever play. Fuck, I'm back down here again. I don't remember coming down here the first time I
I
played
saw
the
Edie
game.
sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
I don't remember coming down here the second time.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Oh yeah, no, I do remember coming down here.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Fucking room, dude.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Lies.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
I remember this story. This is weird. This is fucking weird as shit, man.
But after a few days,
You gotta open
I settled
again.
into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
Legit weird. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done in the
If you wait
game.
long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
Dude, is that
And maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Dude, seriously, is that fucking Nickelback on his radio? Tried to make that look so fucked up. I literally tried to make that look so fucked up.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I
You
have to
sound
leave.
native.
Well, I still can.
Not racist, but shit. He sounds fucking native. What do you want me to do, bitch?
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara,
Who killed Barbara?
and Molly, and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
Pun. Which one? Which pun?
Whatever's
Okay,
out there, I want you to know.
This is where I was, and it was like close to the end of the game. Like they give me a
I'm going to
whole
appreciate
shitload
all
of
of
things here.
Especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a night. Or a month. Or a single week.
It's so slow.
I'd be happy.
Can't walk
with
any
one
faster.
day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Yeah, bro, you just got hit by a train. Crazy bastard. I forgot I was playing a story. Shit.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Okay, so there's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different fucking things to do. It's okay, some of them are really easy. Where am I? I forget where I am.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Come on, girl. Open it up. Get down there.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Scary.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
I already did, Walter, didn't I? Yes, I did.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
What the fuck is wrong with this thing?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
This is where I just started the game. Yeah, so it's almost over.
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, at that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Where did I go? Yeah, where did I go? No, I went this way.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Which ones are gerbils? Coco, Turkey, Charlie? You think those are gerbils? Zoe could have been a gerbil.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Just saying.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Okay. The fuck? Wait, did I not do something right? No, I don't go back down the same way.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Maybe I do go down the same way.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Nope, I was going a different way.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
57 minutes, boys.
But looking back on it now,
Almost done
if
this
she told
game.
me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant. I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Yeah, skip some parts. Oh, I hate this fucking part. Oh, this was annoying. This was really annoying, guys.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes. Yeah, this is bullshit.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Okay, let's hope I take the pictures.
What? Am I gonna have to?
Perfect.
Get it. Fuck off.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I'll never forget this.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw.
Oh, this took me so fucking long to figure out.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should
Where's
not
the
have
dad?
drunk all that coffee.
Take a picture of him kissing.
Nothing quite like being...
Hey!
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
Where's
I know,
my,
Dad. You're always serious.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of him.
Oh, this is where the guy falls off the mountain. Let me get a picture of him. What are you saying, dickhead?
Dad, I...
imagination. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. Great shot, Dawn!
Oh yeah, no, yeah. No, I gotta take a picture and then I gotta run up
I'm proud
there.
of you, Dawn.
This
Always
guy
remember
falls
that,
off the cliff.
okay?
Sorry.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
sick.
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
That is fucking dark, dude. That is harsh. Yo, your dad falls off a cliff? Like, brah.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
I'm skipping stuff.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
You mean prick? Killed little cougar. Okay.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah, I couldn't be a hunter, man. That's too sad. I would never kill an animal. That's too mean. On a game, I can. Oh, this is another sad story. I don't know how I beat this one either. They get harder
Dear
and
Kay,
harder.
do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Ow. I burnt my nose. I need another beer. Sorry, I had to walk away. Grab a beer. Oh, I think I got these in the wrong ear. It's left, that's right. It said only if thing was already dead and safe to eat. I don't know, I think this frog is safe to eat. I'm supposedly a kid that's like fucking psychic. I have to figure out how to let this fucking frog go. That's getting really close to like little kid parts. There we go. Now I'm controlling the frog. Don't ask what I gotta do. I don't fucking know.
It's time to...
Hey, lovey.
Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
During the celebrity seat came across.
I wonder what he saw.
Okay, I know what I gotta do. I gotta get these fucking...
What his world was like.
Yeah, I did it. See, look at that.
He reminded me so much
I
of
gotta get that thing now.
lost in his imagination.
Jesus,
Whatever it was he saw.
This fucking sucks. That's creepy. Get away from the boy's legs. You make me banned from YouTube.
It sure made him happy.
Yes, I did it. Did it quicker than usual. Sweet. See that shit?
But I worried about a baby being too happy. I could feel her slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want to.
I wish he could have told us.
And now this is like the weirdest fucking part of this game, man. Now the kid literally drowns himself. This is fucked.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory.
Literally, this kid has just drowned himself.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want me to be happy too.
This game's sadistic, man.
Love, Sam.
That's why they got divorced. See, that's why they got divorced, because they killed their kid. Fucking bad game, man. Bad game.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Oops.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
I could have let
Our
that
father
play out a
never
little
hit
bit more.
us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
This is hard. I've gotta hit it just right. Come on.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Fuck you. Come on.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife.
Maybe it doesn't work like that. I don't know how it works. Okay, I gotta go over here though. I do know this.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Little fucking prick. Kick that fucking kid's head and... Little prick. Come on, cunt. Play it. Don't be a dick.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Okay, good. Was this a storm?
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
This is actually cool.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Almost over. This game is almost over.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was
I think
a
there's
boy,
like
they
what,
were going
like
to name me Gus.
1, 2, 3 or 4 more people to do. It's coming to an end. How do I get out of here? I remember doing this. It's weird. It's over here.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Yeah, okay, game. What the fuck was that about?
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
You have a Hindu dad?
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
What the fuck do I do right here? There we go.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Of course you did, because your dad's name is Sunjin.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Sorry, did I get racist? I'm sorry, man. It looks like a real picture. Like, legit.
The house
looks
had
like
to get a
real
little
picture.
bigger, but Edie was used to that.
You'll see in the end of the credits, once I'm done the game, you'll actually see a whole bunch of kids. It's weird. This game is fucking really weird.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Like, look what they had. They had this. This is way up a tree. This is like way up a tree. There's like some fucking weird ass shit going on here, man. And like, now they got a classroom with like fucking religious stuff. This just looks bad.
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Yeah, I didn't really look through any of the people's. Doesn't put off from the story. This story's super easy.
Milton Finch in
Okay,
The Magic
how do I do this?
Paintbrush.
How do I do this? There we go. game is in depth of what you gotta do. Fucking really cool.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Right? Dude, I haven't seen one of those for years. Look, I'm filling it up, man. I think I've only got like 1 left. 1 or 2. I know it's coming to the end of the game here pretty quick.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh,
Mom
there's a
definitely
long
blamed
story
Edith,
coming up. That's
I
right.
think Lewis blamed himself. After he
Kinda hate
graduated,
this
he
one.
just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
I won't skip it. It's annoying. This story here is annoying, man.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Of course, because he smokes weed. Look at this. There's a bowl full of pot right there. There's a pipe. There's fucking weed. There's a goddamn hookah right here. Shit, makes me want to have a fucking toke before I do this mission. Just saying.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh, this sucks. Seriously, you're gonna watch me cut fish for like a half an hour. This is fucking gay.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I asked him to
I
describe
control this idiot. I
He said
control
he
it with
started
my
slowly.
left hand, and I cut fish with
Imagining
my
a
right
labyrinth.
hand. This is fucking gay as
Feel his
shit,
way
dude.
about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
I'm pretty skilled. I can do both.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very
Right.
seriously.
I cut fish with the right
I
hand,
had hoped he'd find himself.
walk with the left hand. I'm that damn good. Look how fucking skilled I'm doing it too.
But he found something more.
Damn straight. I'm that fucking skilled.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
You gotta oh, yeah. Sorry, I fucked up.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Ow! Yeah, this part does get boring
Like a
pretty
whole
quick,
new
dude.
Lewis.
I agree. This is...
So I let him go on.
It's a long story. Right here. And all that I do is walk,
I even encouraged him.
cut fish, and walk.
It seemed very promising at first.
Grab that fish.
He told
Cut
me
it.
he'd made a new friend.
Throw it. Grab that fish. Cut it. Throw it.
On the edge of a city he named Louis.
Grab
Toby.
that fish. Cut it. Throw it.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Yeah, this one takes like at least like 10 minutes, 20 minutes or something. This is stupid. I didn't like this part of the game.
And songs for them to play.
Tells a story, but
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the
no,
camera,
maybe it doesn't take that long. I don't know.
but his chopping was as reliable as ever.
It seemed like forever.
Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
That's true. It's not creepy. Oh, where'd my guy go? Where the fuck's my guy? There he is.
were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Yeah, no, I guess it's not as bad as I thought it was. Maybe they cut it down. It's taken a lot less time than it did the first time. Honestly.
And he won.
Yeah, they're actually cut
They
it
begged
down.
him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
I think it's because I beat it already.
It became a game for him.
Oh yeah, there's this fucking part too. Forgot about this.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Weird fucking shit.
St. Louis.
Why do
He
I gotta
started
cut
drifting
fish?
away from our
I
reality.
don't get it, man. I really don't get it. Chop the fish heads off, throw it over there.
Minneapolis.
Chop
Until
the
one
fish
day
heads
he
off,
forgot to
throw
go
it
home
over.
from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, Heart of Lewis kept sailing on.
Weirdo. Fuck, I'm like
In
a
Louisburg, he
I'm a
heard
pro.
rumors of
I'm a
a
pro. I'm a pro at this shit.
handsome queen.
Well, I hope I go for a handsome queen. I want the prince. What the fuck is that?
The queen was on her own quest for
She had a fucking period.
radiant rainbows.
She wanted radiant rainbows? That sounds like my best friend. Oh, look at this shit.
He followed the sound of her
Oh, I knocked it over.
silver harp.
Silver heart, but I went down the wrong path.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Bullshit, bro.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
What, I'm still cutting fish? Fuck off. Chop its head off. Throw it over there. Chop its
He
head
knew
off.
the world
Throw
was
it
all
over there.
in his imagination.
Why do I got so many fish? Look, I'm doing fucking both.
But he was
I'm
so
doing
proud
both
of
good.
having created it.
Eat it. Get it.
In his own
bitch.
eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Get it. No more fish.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Too good for this
And
game.
then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
You can't even get me, man. Give me that fish. Fuck you. Throw it away.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
Actually, this is really fucked up what happens.
It was hard to argue.
I remember what happens now. This is actually... This is crazy what's about to happen.
We began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery.
Watch this very carefully. This is fucking dark.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Wait until you see what this scene does. This is the end of the game.
Including the wise Calico who insisted on advising him.
Wait until you see what happens. This is fucked. I have new followers. Hey, cool, thanks for following.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
His queen waiting, holding his crown. Okay, wait. Check this out,
There's only
dude.
one thing left to do.
I don't understand what the hell's going on here, for sure.
Bend down his head.
Look what it says. Bend down his head. Do you get where this is going?
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the last. Was that not the last mission?
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Or is there more to this game? I can't remember. Let's see. Wait. Oh yeah, no. There's one more room. There's one more room.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Beheading. Yeah, right? No, you do stay alive for a few minutes. Yeah, you can see your fucking intestines and shit. And yeah, I've heard that too.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Wait, I don't think I was in this room before?
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Pretty cool though. I completed the game in an hour and a half. Not yet.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Grandma's a bitch.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in,
No, fuck the fog rolls in, yeah. Last time I got stuck behind a rock.
I got turned around.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get turned around this time. No, no, no. Yeah, fuck you. Why do you stick a rock right in front of me? They did that on purpose. That literally happens on purpose.
For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things.
Now they want me to follow it. No, I'm not dumb. I'm walking straight.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Yeah, fuck you.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Fuck off.
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Hold on. Trying to roll smoke.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Bye, Aunt Edie. See you later.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Literally, I'm controlling this hand.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Cool as shit. I go up, I go down.
A few years went by.
Oh, this was hard to do the first time.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
There you go.
The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
What a horrible story.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
I'm not a Finch.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Oh yeah, this is the weirdest thing. This is the weirdest part of the story. I swear to God, I'm being born. This is literally a vag hole we're in. We're literally in a vag.
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Does it not look like the inside of a pussy, like, seriously? Oh my God. Come on. Get out of there. Get out of the veg.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to
That's
ask,
literally what
but
that
I don't
was,
want you to
bro.
be sad that I'm gone.
I'm not
I want
joking.
you
That's
to be amazed
what the fuck that
Any
was.
of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
That's the end of the game. I actually completed the game. That's actually pretty good. An hour and 40 minutes it took me. Story was cool as shit. Okay, now watch all these. These are like real pictures. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. I like how you said get your mind out of the gutter. No, my mind was in the gutter right there because, dude, that was literally it. We were getting pushed out of vagina. The end of that game is fucked up. Like, you gotta know what that... Yeah, you gotta know that that's what that was. Like... Yeah, it's bad, but... It took me an hour and 40 minutes to complete that game. That's pretty cool, because I'm probably the only person online to actually do this. 100 start to finish. What Remains of Edith Finch is what that game was called. I wish I could show you my trophies. I completed all the trophies. You should try this newish quiz game called the... Send me a link. I'll do it live. Oh, Jesus. The toilet fucking stinks.
Shit, forgot I don't got water on.
Oh, man. Keep forgetting I don't got water. It's literally spelt like that. Okay. Fuck. The world's... Okay, I'll look it up. I'll Google it. It means I gotta change all my shit around. I can't actually do it because I don't have the software on my computer. I forgot. I don't got the software on my computer. That's why I stream on my PS4. Let's see if I can find it on my PS4. Let's see if my PS4 will allow me to do it. I think I can do that. I think I can stream on my PS4. But I completed that game. That's pretty decent. Only microphone and audio is being displayed. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we can go on to the internet. How the fuck do I get there? TV and video? No. I might not be able to do it. Literally might not be able to do it. It says on air. Yes, I get that. I understand. Yeah, I don't think I can. I don't know, man. I can't figure it out. I can't even get onto the internet. I can hear myself talking. Okay. I'm gonna start up another stream in a couple minutes here. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I finished the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I finished the game. I'm trying to listen to myself talk. That's weird. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play yet. I really don't know actually. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play yet. I really don't know actually. I beat that game. I tried to play this game. Yeah, I'm not sure. I beat that game. I tried to play this game. I'm gonna probably just play some NHL. Yeah, I'm not sure. Which probably won't be fun for you to watch. I know it says let's play Overcooked. I know it says. I know it says let's play Overcooked. I know it says. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'll fix that in pre-production. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'll fix that in pre-production.